Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm really grateful for every single one of you. By now, you must have seen the audio and video, the live video by someone called Professor Nweke Sandra Duru, who claimed recently that Nigerian Senator Natasha Akpabio had called her to confess to her that there was never any sexual harassment from Senate President Akpabio, and that video has made the rounds. By the way, on this show, we made a video just examining everything she said, just to point out how ridiculous it is and why it's laughable that anybody would even believe in it. So watch out for that video. I was going to upload that video when I was contacted by my guest today that she has some exclusives to share with us about the Professor Mbeke and the audio that she has released. So I'm not going to waste your time at all. I see that we have a number of people joining. I'm just waiting for more people to join. So watch out for that video where we broke down everything that she said. But right now, I think it's very important for you guys to hear from someone who is in the know about how that audio was made and everything, and all the lies that has been circulating. Um, Now, I also want to point out that someone wrote in the comment section that they cannot hear me, but I went on YouTube right now and I could hear myself. So, is there anybody else that is having trouble hearing me? Please put it in the comment section so we fix that before we get ready. My guest today is about to spill some teas. If you have popcorn, just grab it. Go and grab your popcorn because this is going to be lit. This is going to be a very serious something. Also, if you have tea, you can just be sipping your cup of tea as we are listening to this. No, there's no need to go back and forth about that audio or that live video. Let's just start by listening to Auntie Frances. Now, before I allow her to talk, this woman is about to reveal some things. And so I want to beg of every single one of you, whatever you do, don't condemn this woman for coming on the show because she's literally exposing herself as well. As she starts talking, you will need to ask yourself who is going to put herself in this kind of situation. For those of you that may be thinking maybe she was paid to do this, we will still come to that as well. Nobody wants to put themselves in this kind of situation, and I actually admire you for coming on this show because this is actually dangerous for you. And I know that people like the Senate president may watch this video and be like, oh, snap, she's exposing what is happening. Of course, Auntie Sandra will watch this and found out that, people are starting to expose what is happening. So it's actually dangerous for you to put yourself in this situation. And that is why I want to thank you first and foremost. And I also want to beg Nigerians, as you are watching this, please let's just listen. Instead of crucifying this woman and whatever her role is on this matter, let's be open minded. Let's listen to her story and let's appreciate the fact that she even came out to say her own side of the story. And we are hoping this is just the beginning, that more and more people will come out. Once again, as you're writing in that comment section, don't be abusing her. Listen first and foremost. Be open-minded. Someone else is saying no volume. This is baffling because a lot of people are saying that they can hear and I can also hear. I'm not sure why some people have no volume. Anyways, since a lot of people have volume, we're going to start. Without further ado, I'd like to welcome to the studio with me today, Frances Ulisa Ogunaye. Thank you so much for joining me. I want you to introduce yourself, and then I want you to talk about this expose, this whole exposing Natasha Puti campaign by Professor Nweke Sandra Udu. So,
Okay.
Auntie
My name,
Frances, relax.
my
You
name
have all the time.
is okay.
Welcome to the
I'm
show.
with you.
Thanks for joining me. Okay, go
Okay.
ahead.
My name is Mrs. Frances Elisa Bonaya, but of course, my friends call me Tabitha. I just have to give the full my name in full so that they would know this is real, verifiable. And then for those who might be thinking, it may be no, whatever I'm saying on this show is nothing but the truth. It's not just going to help Senator Natasha. It's also going to help Senator Akpabio. I'm from Arochukwu. Somebody from Arochukwu is more related to somebody from Akwa Ibom because we're just like my house, 2 houses away from my house is in a local government in Akwa Ibom. So I am even more related to Akpabio than I am to Natasha, who is from Kogi State, or even I am to Sandra. So, whatever I'm doing is just for just the good of everybody, for them to know who Sandra Duru, who goes by the Monica Professor Mbeke is, and of course become careful and also do away with that trash she has with her, claiming that she's got some audios. Now, let me go straight deep into the stories, and I want to tell Sandra, if she's watching this show and if she's going to watch it, that I dare her to release our phone conversation. She records conversation. She should release my conversation with her, because if she doesn't, with time, we might also release it. So now, but for the interim, on Saturday, being I think Good Saturday, that's what people call it, the Saturday before Easter, she called me in the morning, early in the morning. She reached out to me. It's been a while I've heard from her. The last time she reached out to me was around October last year, 2024. She reached out to me and begged me to make a video.
Relationship with her? Are you guys friends? Let people know what's your relationship with her.
Be friends with somebody I've not seen before. But I'm a gender advocate. I'm a journalist and a gender advocate. Yeah. So when young women in politics or young women have problems, they reach out to me. Lots and lots of them. And of course, whenever a woman has a problem with anybody, regardless of who you are, I'll stand with the woman first while inquiring what happened. And I've done that for Sandra severally, and I'm also doing that for Senator Natasha. So, but the last time she reached out to me was around October 2024. After a long time, she went hiatus. She reached out to me, begged me to do a video about her, saying how good she is. So I think maybe after a long while out of the media, she wanted to relaunch herself into him, that she needed some of us with pedigree and with some influence to launder her image. She didn't just reach out to me; she reached out to a couple of other persons. What do? I have to oblige her, kind of. I did the video. And in that video, I was specific because I knew Sandra is always having something up her sleeve. I said in the video, even though I've never met you, I said it in that video, and she posted it on her page, and I still have the video. If need arises, you can also have it. That was in October 2020, and she thanked me so much for coming through with her with the video, and that nobody has spoken good of her like this. I said, no, I needed to do it for you, because I really, I really need her to become a better person and come out of every other mess or cloak she has always been on. So, and that was it until Good Saturday, early in the morning. She reached out to me, said, sister, please, I will have something for Easter for you. And for me, I didn't see anything wrong with it. I said, okay, it's been a while. This one I remembered. Okay, I sent her the account number. She sent 100,000 there. I said, thank you. This is appreciated. That was it. Then after 2 hours after sending the money, I didn't know that, Sandra is always planning ahead. 2 hours after sending the money, I have everything. I have the evidences of everything I'm saying. She called me. After 2 hours, that was around 9:30 something or thereabout. I think it's in this phone I'm using. So she now told me that she realized I have been supporting Natasha. I've been fearing, so in the support. I said, yes, but this is what I do. I stand up for women who can't be. I'm a mother. I'm a wife. I'm even a young woman in politics. I'm a career woman. I know what some of us go through. That is also not me being a judge in the whole case. But then, as a woman and a woman advocate, this is where I am at the moment. So she now said, no, that there's a new truth. There's a new whatever, that she was standing with Natasha until she found out something. I said, what did you find out? Let me hear. So she sent an audio to me. So I listened to the audio. I said, okay, what do you want to make of this audio now? Because I didn't see anything incriminating, because she had told me that Natasha had told her that, had confided in her that there was no sexual abuse. But the audio she sent to me didn't in any way connote such. If that audio is true or was true, that Sandra is good in cloning. I had an evidence where she told me some time ago that cloning is one of the simplest things she does. So because of that, I was skeptical about that video. And number two, even if that video was original, I was trying to understand, oh, even that audio was original. I was trying to understand what she was trying to do with the audio, because the audio she sent to me was not in any way harmful. It didn't in any way state that that it didn't in any way says Natasha never, she was never abused by anybody, or harassed by anybody. So I now asked her, what are you trying to ascertain? She said she wants to show people that Natasha reached out to her. I said, Natasha reaching out to you is not a big deal. I'm a woman politician. I now ran for elections. And when I was running for elections, there are persons who ordinarily will write for me, promote me. I don't give them anything. But when I see somebody writing about me much, sometimes I look out for their number or contact and call them to tell them, thank you for standing by me. If I get to this position, I will never forget you. I've done that, and we do that. We do that. We appreciate support. I said, well, she now said, she also now showed me a place. I think the place about in your bong Umore, you was there. In that one she sent me, the full one she sent me. And I said, okay, if you're releasing this thing now, are you helping? Let's assume Senator Natasha said it, yeah? Are you helping Akpabio or you're killing Akpabio? Because this issue of Unibongo is going to bring the matter afresh and keeps the Senate president in a bad light. I personally, I might have been taken aback. I might feel towards Senator Akpabio, maybe because of this current imbroglio. But there should be respect for his office as the Senate president. So I said, if you are releasing this thing, are you not intentionally bringing the office of the Senate president to another set of ridicule again? She said no, that she was going to do. I said, okay, now what will you tell them? Because this place does not in any way exonerate, this audio does not in any way exonerate the Senate president. In fact, mentioning Ubong and everything, even indicting more or sort of in the office of public opinion, though, so she said no, that she knows what to do. Yeah. So she now wanted me to go to have all these conversations if she wants. So she now wanted me to go to a television station, so that she's not in Nigeria. That's after she had lied to me that she was flown into the country through a private jet to come and do that. I don't know. It can be true. It can be lie. You see, Sandra, I have known over the years, lies effortlessly. Lying is one of the things she does without even thinking, So I said, okay, but if I'm going to go to the station, I must be neutral. I will knock Senator Natasha where necessary, and I will knock Senator Akpabio where necessary. She said no, that she wants me to go and bombard Natasha. I said no, I won't do it, especially when it's not true. And I will not. And I said it. This was a Good Saturday. She just said, okay, that she wants to maybe like do a PR around it. I said, fine, if you want to do a PR, no problem. I can give you blogs at you, but make sure you say what is true. Because I listened to that audio. She said, okay, she asked me for a number of Deji Adeyanju's number. She asked me for Sowore's number. She also thought of VDM. She said she mapped out 30 million naira to share to some opinion molders and some for philanthropy. I'm saying all these things because there are evidences, and I challenge Sandra to release our phone conversations. Maybe she records people's calls. She should release the one I had with her. So I said, oh, really? This must be really, really serious for it to have mapped out 30 million naira to share to opinion molders. Okay, in my mind, I'm like, is 100,000 naira part of my own opinion molders? Because I do not know. So that was it on that. I gave her Deji's number. I told her the Sowore's number is one American number WhatsApp that I had. I don't know if it's good. She now said she's got that one. I said, okay, that's fine. So I think she reached out to Adeyanju. She called me back that evening and said that Adeyanju is so rude that how can I call him? He's telling me he doesn't have time. I think if Adeyanju can be contacted, he can tell you on that Easter Good Saturday that something like this happened. So he called Adeyanju. Adeyanju was like, Adeyanju bluffed her. So she now got angry and called me back. Who does that? I don't think she is. That she also claimed she spoke to Sowore. So I don't know. We can contact Sowore if she has spoken to her, something like this. So I now said it's fine. That was it on that Saturday. When I told her I was going to go to station only if I'll be allowed to be neutral, not where necessary, So she now said, okay, that she was going to get back to me. I didn't hear from her again. I only had the audio. She also made some bogus claims in the audio while we're talking. She played some voices claiming this is the voice of this number, this is the voice of so person. And I I'm just telling her if she's, because those audio will come out. Those audio will come out because she's claiming all these things, all these people she's claiming called her. And I'm also saying it in case there's any top politician truly communicating with Sandra, the person should know that Sandra is recording him or her, and Sandra will use it to blackmail the person because she played some voices for me, and she played some voices of me for me, and she said she was calling the thing number 3. She said number 3. Do you hear that voice? That's the voice of number 3. She played the voices, and while we're talking, and then one other voice again.
Are you saying that's the voice of the Senate president?
No, but me, I can't really confirm that. You understand? But I can confirm that in our conversation, she claimed that the voice she played for me was the voice of number 3. So when this conversation come, I think she should be able to know who me. I don't know numbers. I don't know who is number. I don't know what is number 3. So that's by the way. So I didn't hear from her again. Of course, it was Easter Sunday. Then on Easter Monday, around 6 to 7 in the evening, she called me back. She apologized. She said why she didn't hear, I didn't hear from her was that she didn't want somebody who will go and speak the truth or be neutral. She wanted somebody who will go there and destroy Natasha. These were the words. And I dare her to release our conversation. So she said she wanted somebody like Tone. You know Tone now. So I'm like, well, you can use Tone. Tone is, I'm a journalist. I'm a member of Nawaj. I am a fellow of many. Yes. I told her you can go and use Tone Sha, but me, I cannot go and Kokasia. She now use the word Kokasia. Kokasia is to destroy. I said, I cannot go and Kokasia Natasha because one, I'm a journalist. I'm still a member of AUJ, and I'm in Nigeria. I'm a member of Nawaj. I'm a fellow of many women fellowship, especially women. I'm even a young woman in politics. I ran for election in 2023. I'm hoping to run again. And now you want me to go and lie against a fellow woman? No. So then again, while we're talking, when we were talking, she was just blabbing, she brags a lot. I told her, is there no way this matter can be settled? Because sincerely, for me, I don't care whose ox is being God. Sincerely, for me, I want peace in all of this whole situation. You understand? I want justice and peace. I just want peace. I just wish this thing can be sorted out. So that's exactly what I also told her. I was like, is there no way these things can be sorted out? She said, it's already late. I said, what is late? In politics, nothing is late. 1 hour well used can make up for 10 years in politics. And I know that. She said, not even when many of her are alive and still breathing, that Senator Natasha will not return to the Senate. This was the word she used. And like I said, those who know me know I'm of the Ghanaian religion. God is a big factor in my life. God is a big factor in our religion. Our religion is built on God factor, is built on truth and karma. So when she tried playing God, saying over her dead, but not even when people like her are still alive and breathing, that's where she lost me totally. I will not lie. And I told her, hold it there. And I halted her. I said, you don't claim God and you don't play God in people's life. She said, why do you say so? I said, because you don't know. These people are friends before. They can settle anytime. This was the word I used. So I'm saying this because I want her to release all our conversation. So she now went ahead and called me on Easter Monday towards the evening and said, after she had said she was going to use Tone and she was going to use Tone and everything. I said, fine. She now said, okay, but she still want me to do something for her as regards whatever she wants to do. I said, what do you want? She said she wants me to produce a voiceover. I said, okay, what can we make up from that audio you sent? Because I did not see anything indicting in that audio. That's why I was shocked when I had her saying, Senator Natasha said in the audio, I'll bring down your back government. Why did she put out that audio? Why? Because nothing like that happened in the audio. I told her to send me everything because I needed to hear everything before I will know whether I will go to Lagos for any TV interview. So I will know what to say. So it was really baffling hearing her say, Senator Natasha said he bought Antiope. or Nigerians are hungry and gullible. If that audio is anything to go by, what I had, which is the original one she sent, was I had Natasha, who was just sounding excited that she was supporting her. I think Natasha was just talking about her life, how she grew up and every other thing. How she struggled as a woman in politics to get to where she is. Why thanking her for her effort? So where on earth did Sandra bring? I will bring down Yoruba government. Where did she bring hungry and gullible? My God, I've never seen a person like that. And then, so that evening, going back to Monday. Monday. So when she sent me a script, I think I also forwarded the thing if it need be. She sent me a script already prepared. They prepared script on how they. Okay, once they expose somebody who called you, you went to make a script like a movie script. You paid musicians to produce songs. Somebody called you according to you. You went to are you not hiding something? Is it not showing that you're up to something? So she now sent all those things to me to produce a voiceover, because I own a studio. I own a production studio. So I looked at the things she sent to me. They are defamatory. The script she sent to me, they are defamatory. As we are a law-abiding studio, we are law-abiding people. So I worked on the audio. Get one of my staff to voice and everything. We remove.
Okay. I think Auntie's network is acting out, so we're going to give her a minute to get back on the show. It looks like her network.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear
Yeah.
you. Welcome back.
Okay.
I wanted to say real quick, thank you so much for everything that you are saying so far. So you and I talked before this, and I think some of the things that you've been saying so far, you are assuming that you are talking to me because you've told me some of these things, but you're actually talking to Nigerians who have no idea, any clue. I don't want to say that right now you are all over the place, but I actually want you to explain, join the dots. So from someone that is listening to you right now, first of all, you are claiming that Sandra contacted you, said
I
that
have
the
evidence.
senator called her, and that
Yeah.
she allegedly recorded the conversation with the senator that she said called her and sent that conversation to you, and it was trying to recruit you to blackmail Senator Natasha with that audio. Is that what you've been saying so far? And that you
That's
refuse to.
not.
Right.
You are. I don't know. My explanations are just direct, and I think
Okay.
they are explicit. And I wouldn't want you to put words into my mouth, and I wouldn't want you to rephrase my situation.
No, I'm not trying to. Let me just allow you to keep going.
You told me you were going to let me explain what happened. So why are you trying to rephrase? Why are you trying to rephrase the situation? Now let me go back to what I said happened on Easter Monday evening when she contacted me. She contacted me, said, "Okay, since I was not going to go to Lagos and be partial." Are you getting it? I said I was going to be neutral and not partial. This thing doesn't. I hope this English. Is this English very conflicting? They are very direct. So when I refused that, she now said, "Okay, since I have a studio, I could help her produce a single." I find some of the scripts permitted, but she had told me over a conversation that I could use my whatever to adjust some of the things. So I removed some places that I think are defamatory because I run a business in Nigeria. So I produced and sent to her. So when I produced and said that, she got angry. One, because I didn't use my voice. Two, because I removed the places that are untrue, especially when because whatever she sent to me, I was comparing with the original voice she had sent to me. She claimed the voice she claimed, had sent to me. So she got angry and she rejected the audio. She started, and I told her, take these things easy. And then, of course, I'm only trying to help you yourself, so you don't go out there and say what is untrue. And at the end of the day, you won't be safe. And at the end of the day, you will destroy lives. At the end of the day, you will turn this issue upside down. Why not stay on the path of the truth? So she felt to be, she started to bias. So I just allowed her all along. I didn't want to talk. I just felt, well, she's right to actually be on any side she wants to be. But I was taken aback. Few days later, when I think she produced with other companies and everything, those people she's been working with, they did whatever they want to do. I started seeing her, I didn't have any problem until she started lying. It was the lie that made me say no. Since she sent me something I consider maybe was the actual conversation. If at all that was a conversation, because I also have it on good record that she had told me before now that cloning of voice is one of the simplest things she does. So I just thought that keeping quiet, when good people keep quiet, things will go very, very bad. And and as the day goes by, she's piling up lies. So I just thought it's time for me to come out and speak the truth. And like I said, I challenge Sandra Duru to release our phone conversation, because if she doesn't, we will release it with time. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much for that explanation. We really, really appreciate it. I want to ask some direct questions. The audio that you said that she sent to you, did it at any point in time involve the senator saying that there was no sexual harassment, that she lied?
No, Sandra is lying about that one. The senator, in the conversation she sent to me, the senator never, in fact, the senator was talking about some, maybe instances where something that suggests such thing had happened, including maybe that she was even, she took Sandra like a sister. She was telling Sandra, I'm shocked. She was telling Sandra that there was one time they went to, the man would come to the office and tell her, she was alleging in the shadow, but in the audio, I don't know whether the audio is real. I don't know if the audio was real. I cannot for here say that what the Senator allegedly told Sandra in the audio I had is also true. But I'm only saying what I had in the audio Sandra told me. And Kushi, that at times when they go to some place, the big man will tell her, you look too fine today, all those stuff. These were the things she was explaining to Sandra. There was never a time in that audio. That's why I said, Sandra, if Sandra releases anything like that, I tell you that she cloned it. Because the original one she sent to me, there was nothing like that. The woman never said there was no sexual abuse. The woman was even highlighting experiences that suggest sexual harassment.
So, but she said that she has the audio that she will release where the senator said it's a lie. She played something little during her live show.
Oh, what did she play? What did she play? She played in Urban Umore. She played where the senator allegedly told her that these people reached out to me, this person reached out to me, and this was part of it. The woman was explaining her growing up to her. The woman was explaining how Nigerians have supported her. The woman was explaining instances of relationship between her and her former friend, Senator Akpabio, because I genuinely believe they are friends. That's why this matter is always important that anybody intervening should be very careful. So at no point did she say in the audio, the one she sent to me that I should use and produce for her, did she say that there was never a harassment?
Was there any point in time that the senator in that audio that you said she sent to you, was there ever a time that she talked about making sure that a Yoruba government is not in power for 8 years?
That was one that made me decide to talk. So how do you think Senator Natasha will say he will bring down Yoruba government? A Kogi person is the minority in Nigeria. And Igbira person, they are minorities. They don't have alliances like that. You get? Sometimes they are more tilted to the Yorubas. Sometimes they are more treated. So sometimes they are even Igala. They are treated to the Igbos. My parents are from Anambra. Anambra, we have Igala people in Anambra. We have them in Kogi. So a Kogi person is a minority. So how will she say want to bring down Yoruba government? What will she get? She didn't say it in the audio that she sent me, and I challenged Sandra to even release our phone conversation where she was also explaining to me her plans. That's when you know that the woman didn't say something like that. Then shocking also was also to where she said, Sandra, that she said, called that the senator called Madam Obi gullible and hungry. She Nigeria gullible and hungry. Sandra just knows how to lie. But also for people who don't know Sandra, Sandra boldly told me one time, I have the chat that she made Rocha as governor. You know the former governor of Imo State. That is one that made Rocha as governor. Sandra can claim anything. I tell Sandra, I'm ready. Eh? You know what?
She actually has that. She has that written on her Wikipedia as well that she's instrumental in making Governor
She
Richard's
can lie. What about she blackmailed the man? Oh, blackmailed the man. I have evidences of her blackmailing the man, asking for 250 million. Is he Madumere, the former deputy governor? Is he Hope Uzodinma? She tried to blackmail that one. Hope Uzodinma now is coconut now. So she has to start blackmailing Hope through the Commissioner for International and Foreign Affairs, Fabian Yokweme. When that one happened, she came to me to help her with policy, so that public opinion. So when I wanted to help her, people from that government now forwarded me a voice note of Sandra begging for to make her a liaison officer from US. And when the government refused, government refused her, then made Fabian the Commissioner for International and Foreign Affairs. She started blackmailing the person. People don't know Sandra. Like I said, lying is one of the things she does without thinking twice. I'm ready for your question.
Also, did she at any point in time in that audio talk about recruiting Dr. Obi Ezekizili to paying her
No.
She said useful idiots.
Good. When I send you the script of the thing we intended to produce, which she now want to produce, you will see how that script was added and played out. What Senator Natasha said in the audio I had was that she was explaining how she went to meet Madam Obi, how she wrote to feed her, how she wrote to some of the bodies, and she's thanking God of how God really used those people. Like if it was not for Madam Sandra, Madam Obi, that God really used Madam Obi. So I don't know where. Okay, how do you think you unless somebody is under a spell? In fact, even no spell can do it. Somebody she doesn't know, she will call the person and be telling her that she paid Madam Obi. Doesn't that sound ridiculous?
So
I'm listening to you.
Did Sandra pay you at any point in time during this ordeal?
That's why I told you now. When she called me on Easter Monday, she now asked me to produce a voiceover. She asked me, I said political voiceover is 500,000 naira. She said what she would pay was 300,000 naira. She sent 300,000 naira for us to produce the voice audio. She sent me the script. I looked at the script, it was too defamatory. I removed where will implicate us because we are running a business, we are a registered entity, we are taxpayers. But she's a fugitive in US. She's not coming back. She can commit any crime and stay there. Me, I'm still in Nigeria. So I removed the places that could implicate us because Sandra is the So when I produced the two audios and sent to her, she got angry that I removed the places where she was lying, where she was saying the things that if they come to defend tomorrow, I might not be able to defend it. You understand? She got angry. She rejected the audio. She said, first of all, because I didn't use my voice and I removed those places where she was lying, where she was implicating people. So she now moved to another person who produced it to her. She sent the 300,000. She asked for refund. I said, no, we cannot refund you because in production, what you pay for is our time and services. So if you don't like it because we did a good job and we did not help you to add life to it, good for you. But when it comes to a time, after I spoke with the person, we said, okay, being an unsatisfied client, we refunded her 50,000 naira. The evidences are there.
Okay, so a lot of people have been saying in the comment section that you've just been talking, there has been no evidence. I do have some things that I would upload now for people
Okay.
to see, just to back up some of the things that you have been saying.
So,
For
not
example,
like, a tip of the iceberg
say
when
that
it
one
is
more
time.
time.
I said those evidences, those ones you are going to paste now, are just a tip of the iceberg.
Okay, so these are some of the things that you have sent to me ahead of time. Um, like some of your chats on WhatsApp, and also the evidence of the 300,000 naira that you said that she paid you. So I'm going to upload some of that. But more importantly, you had also mentioned that you also did you record your conversation with her? You said you can also release some evidence. So we look forward to that as well, to you releasing the
Yeah.
evidence of your
When the need,
conversation
yeah, when the
your
need arises.
conversation
If she wants us to release, we'll start releasing. And yeah, she knows how damaging it could be because of the names she was mentioning in those conversations. So it's left for
yeah.
her. Yeah.
And then I will also at some point I will also like to talk about a script. You have mentioned that there's a script. So this first one is allegedly your conversation with Sandra, where she said she put in there that voice cloning is the simplest thing to do.
Yeah.
So, and can you
And this
tell
was
us what we're looking
and
at?
she sent me a video on training on how to clone voices, but I didn't open it. I don't need it.
Okay, what are we looking at here?
Yeah.
Can you say something about what we're looking at here? So, this was Sandra talking to you about cloning the senator's voice, or what are we
No, no,
looking
no.
at?
This was years ago. You can check the date. It wasn't
Okay,
today. It wasn't. Yeah. So, but I just have to refer back to it when she kept on cloning. So I needed to refer back to the fact that she has always told me that she could clone voices, and this is one of the simplest things she could do.
I
So
see.
that
Okay, awesome.
I think she
Okay,
told me
thank
this around
you.
2020. Imagine
By
between now,
2020.
between 2020 and 2025, she would have been a pro.
Okay, thank you for saying that. All right, so the next one that I'm trying to upload is where you mentioned that she had asked for the Giadeonju's number. So,
Close the number, don't exclude Oga. You can see how many
no,
times she called me. She calls
I will
me.
not.
She was calling me back and forth.
So, are you saying that this is Sandra's phone number? We're not
Yes, I
exposing anybody's phone number, but this is evidence that you had sent. So, of course, I blocked the number.
from you can close some digits from her number. She's still entitled to some privacy if she needs, but what she exposes other people's phone, I don't know what to say.
So I blocked the Giade Juice number, of course. So, but you are saying that that's
Mm.
where she had asked for the Giade Juice number. Okay. So the next thing that I'm uploading now is the evidence that you sent that she paid 300,000.
Please
So
close that number. Oh.
of course I blocked the recipient's account
Yeah,
number.
that's
So
the name of
it
the person.
is, yeah. Say that one more time. Who is Tade
Tadeni,
Nero?
I don't know. That's what she uses to send money to people since this matter started. And you can see the narration from Dr. Sandra Duru. Abi, it's clear there. I'm
Yes.
not the one
So
that.
under remark,
Mm.
it says from Dr. Sandra Duru. This was April 21st
Before
OPay
she started,
transaction.
her ill-fated exposure, malicious
Okay.
exposure.
Awesome. So you also mentioned a script. So I wanted you to say more a little bit about that. Did she literally write a script,
She was the one
or
who sent the
this
script.
was
Yeah, she wrote a script, two scripts, oh, not one, oh, two.
okay? So they wrote a script on this matter too. Okay, so I do have a copy of the script, but because it was sent via WhatsApp,
Yes,
it's just long.
you can.
document, so I'm trying to post because it literally has a title and everything. The title is the same as the song that was produced called
Mm,
Lightasha.
they also
So,
send me the songs, but I just
okay.
send
Okay.
me send me
So,
the. So I'm surprised. That doesn't feel good.
okay. So, I just uploaded the script Lightasha on Mask, the politics of blackmail and emotional
Mm.
manipulation. Opening scene. They even have an
Uh-huh.
opening scene.
You
Narrator.
want to tell you stage managed, can see.
Wow. This is
Yeah.
very interesting. Cut to clips of Natasha's interviews with emphasis on crocodile tears at
You see, that's
IPU.
cloned whatever.
Okay, I see. Very interesting. Okay, can you show any screenshots from your phone?
Mm.
Maybe like conversations of you and her. Can you show us anything
I'm
from your
using
phone?
and that's why I sent you this some of them before we started this live because this is the phone I'm using for.
Okay. So do you think anybody is sponsoring Sandra to do this, or you think she's just it's well, I'm just asking because she sounded really personal in
I
the
really
video
don't
that
know.
you
After what she stood to gain, you get. I heard she said when Natasha reached out to her, she told Natasha what to do, and Natasha wanted to play smart with her. You understand? And blocked her. So she now wants to teach Natasha a lesson. So I don't know what she told Senator Natasha to do. That Senator Natasha did not do this. I'm saying exact words she told me because whatever I'm going to say is exactly the same we had it in the conversation. No, no sugar, no salt. She said when she
okay.
listened to she now what Dotoro, and at that point, she started saying that even when Natasha had money, even when Natasha has money and everything. So then she now told Natasha, Natasha wanted to, start access math, went to Facebook and blocked her. So they let her teach. Or sometimes she will speak her Imo dialect. I mean, we're talking about Imo State. When she contacted me, yeah, trying to convince me to go to televisions, she promised me that they will give me a ticket to House of Assembly, the one I ran for the last time. And she told me they promised her deputy governor of Imo State in 20. I hope Ndimo, I hope Hope is aware of this. I hope Uzodima know that they have shared his state behind him. So I don't know. These are things. Just that sometimes whatever Sandra tells me, I also take it with a pinch of salt because she can lie. True.
Okay, so I also wanted to ask you, you do know the implication of you coming on this show, right? Because I know that this matter is being investigated.
No, coming on this show is simply to save the nation because even what she's doing is not helping anybody. It's not helping. Okay, how does going to say that the Senate president allegedly involved in the death of Obong and that allegedly the wife organ? How does he help the Senate president? How does he help the image of this country? Tell me. What she's doing does not help anybody. It doesn't help Nigeria. It doesn't help Akpabio. It doesn't help Natasha. The only person I think is helping is Sandra. If she got money from anybody, I don't know, or the followers she's gathering, it doesn't help anybody. And lies must be stopped. So
So,
I know the person of
so
speaking out is Sandra. You understand? People, I don't know, people don't know her, but some of us know her. People who are from Imo State, you can go and confirm. The whole Southeast, people from
okay.
Imo State
So are you
confirm.
saying that you know the police may invite you for question? Are you saying you will cooperate with the police?
I will cooperate now. But that's when they must have invited Sandra from US. You understand? Because Sandra is the one sharing screenshots. She's the one sharing audio. Any invitation that does not involve Sandra has not started. You get?
Also, yeah,
I
yeah.
remember this
Also,
conversation is on Sandra.
are you saying that I'm not putting words in
The
your mouth.
one
I'm just because you said it's not helping the Senate president as well. Can you explain what you mean by that?
I just made the explanation using the Umoren story that she's sharing now. I gave an analogy. Is that not clear? How does sharing such allegation help the image of a man?
So do you think she's working with the Senate president or not?
I'm more related to Akpabio than anybody. I'm also helping him to be careful, to be wary of
So
Sandra. If there's any need or if there's any confusion anywhere, he should be wary.
So some people are asking, do you think that she's working with the Senate president or not? Do you have any
No,
idea?
I can't ascertain that. I can't speak on that. I do not speak with the Senate president. I don't know him. I do not speak with Senate Natasha. I don't know her. The only person I spoke to is Sandra Duru, who goes by the moniker Professor Mbuike recently.
All right, the last thing I just want to confirm one more time is that you'll be willing to testify, submit your phone to the police for investigation.
You're not in a position to ask me that. You're not a court. Adeola, I'm a journalist myself. Do your job. And don't do the job of the police and court for them.
I'm not the
Okay.
court, of course. I'm just asking if you will cooperate with, because beyond you
Ask me.
telling us these things, they will
Don't ask me.
investigate.
Your job as a journalist is to hold the evidence I gave you. I've supported my evidences, and I'm giving you money to give you more. Leave the police to do their job. Asking me about the police or the way of the police is not your responsibility. I'm a journalist myself. I hope you know.
Okay.
Eh?
Thank you so much
Eh.
for coming on the show and, telling us your side of the story. I'm very sure that Sandra will react to this. You said something very important. You said something very important that you made a remark that she went to someone else, another studio,
Yes,
to
yes.
that maybe now she's working with other people, another studio. So
Mm.
maybe she'll still come up with more audios. We don't know. So, but I caught when you had mentioned that because you stopped working with her, that she now with other people. Anyway, so I'm pretty sure she will come up with a counter, and I'm also sure that the police, the security agency, they will cross-check all these things so that the truth will come up. But all that we
Yes.
wanted to do today is just to give you an opportunity to share your side of the story. And thank you so much for doing that. We truly appreciate you taking the time. Um, and we are hoping that your life will not be endangered just because you came out to say all these things. We truly appreciate it.
If anything happens to me, maybe Sandra will be held responsible. That's all, because she's the only one I know. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody, for joining us, for watching. We truly appreciate you guys. Like I said, I actually made a video about the Sandra tape. And so look out for that. That will be coming up after. But I just want to thank my guest today for joining us, Miss Frances Olesa, for joining us and sharing her side of the story. Please subscribe if you're yet to. I'll see you guys another time. Have a wonderful day. Peace out.